Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hey guys, my name is Princess Lima and we are back here with a new video. Hey. So today's video we're going to be diving into the hijab, okay? Now this is not going to be a video where I talk about why I wear the hijab or what to do about it. This is going to speak to the heart, okay? Inshallah. Do not force the hijab. We're going to jump right into it. Do not force the hijab as someone who felt forced plenty and plenty and plenty of times. Do not force modesty. Do not do that. It will make someone run away from it. As a child, I felt forced upon so many beauty standards. And the main beauty standard was not even explained or taught to me. I had to learn it myself. And everybody else wanted to come with theirs and what they think I should and should not do. And honestly, it made me go reckless. It discouraged me. It made me depressed. It made me question myself. It made me question who I am in my heart. It made me question, what do I really like? What do I really enjoy? Who am I? Who am I really? Because the whole world wants to tell me who I am and what to look like. It becomes overwhelming. It becomes overwhelming and it stresses a girl out. From experience, there was a verse that explains, share your experiences in order to teach people. And that's what I'm on here doing, alright? So as a kid, I am a born Muslim. Islam, my father, I am very grateful for my father. May Allah reward him and light up his grave. Ameen. Al-Mutakabir Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. He was a revert to Islam and it helped him become a better person, a better man, a better servant of Allah. He married my mother, and I believe that's when she converted, I think. And I was born Muslim. Growing up, I did not live with my father. I lived with my mother and my aunt most of the time. When I was about 12 to 14 years old, I was able to meet my father. I was like, okay, I knew who he was around the neighborhood, but I was like, okay, now I know who this man is. This is my dad. It came to dressing. I have 5 brothers as well, and I am the only girl. Until, I want to say, about 10 years ago, recently, my father had a daughter, but my mom had no more children, and me and my little sister do not live together. So, majority of my life, I have been only girl within family. Then, when I would be with my aunt, she is a co-wife, and she has 12 stepchildren, and half of them are male. And of course, the females, we didn't have the most closest bond. I didn't have a bond with the males either, but they were around more than the girls. So I have grown firmly around men a lot in my life. When it comes to the hijab, I was never taught. No one has ever sat and explained to me, hey, Halima, it's important that you put on a hijab because this is not. No, no, nobody's taught me that. Growing up, my mom, it was like the way that I had to dress was as a way. She did not want me to be fast, and it was kind of like she kind of already assumed it. And what I mean by fast is seeking attention from men. But I don't like when people call little girls fast because it's a reason that she's seeking that attention from a man. Some man taught her that, That's a different story. That's just a different story. But she was worried about that because she had doubts, and I'm like, if you trust me and what you've taught me, then trust me. So it was a lot of things that I was not allowed to wear. I actually wasn't allowed to join the cheerleading team for a while. It was so much I had to go through. And I was already shy, and they were just talking about how little the skirts was, and it was just so much pressure. So much pressure that when I went to tryouts, I got scary, and I was too scared that they would ask me to come up with my own chair, and I had no ideas. And I was just like, I'm going to go home with my brothers. It did not work out for me. Furthermore, there was a situation where I was wearing this skirt, and they used to get on me, and it's like, you can't wear any skirts above your knees. And it was a little pink skirt, I remember. It's like the more that you push a child away from it, the more that they're going to want to do it. And they weren't teaching me. They're not like, oh, honey, this is this way because of this. My aunt used to tell me, I don't have to explain anything to you because you're a child and I'm an adult. And I'm not your friend. And I'm like, well, gee, that's helpful. That's not how you treat a child. That's not how you treat a child. I'm not saying that they didn't teach me something that was correct. Children should not be wearing little bitty clothes. but it's the way of teaching, right? So then growing up, it became difficult because, of course, I wanted to fit in, not because I wanted to be like other kids, but because I did not want other people to laugh at me. I didn't like be embarrassed. I didn't like people looking at me. I didn't want attention. And my mom always judged me like I wanted attention. It's like, I'm literally, do you know me? Do you know me at all? And that's how I felt like. So, only person I wanted attention from was my parents. I wanted my family. I wanted true love. And that's all I wanted as a little girl. So, furthermore, living with my aunt, she's Muslim, and my mom, she was back and forth from the religion, but they both believe in modesty. That's where they hit it off right there. They both believe in covering up. They're like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So, my aunt, she, there was a point where she was even wearing her niqab. She doesn't wear it anymore, but she was a point where she was wearing it out sometimes. And we might go to the halal meat store, and I felt like they was ashamed of me because I wasn't covering my head. Now I might be wearing the biggest outfit, the least clothing, but they were ashamed because I wasn't looking like the most practicing Muslim in their eyes, of course. But nobody's teaching me; they're all just telling me what to do. Nobody is teaching me; they're literally just telling me what to do over and over and over again, right? It would be little situations, and she's like, "You're not about to be walking around me looking like no kafir." I'm just like, "What?" What? It was a time where I was having a bad hair day and I didn't know what I was going to do with my hair. She's like, you wouldn't be having these hair problems if you had on your hijab. That's not going to encourage me. So when I was in middle school, before I went to middle school, I had sworn like really told myself, you're going to put on your hijab. I swore everything. And I didn't put it on because I was too scared. I was nervous and I was worried about what people would think about me. People was talking about me all the time, but they was always scared to say it to me. Like, it was not many people that would say it to my face, but they was talking about me like I could hear. But when I turn around, it's like, where you go? Why you get quiet? I didn't end up wearing it in middle school. I didn't. I didn't have the confidence at all. I didn't have the confidence to ask about it. Like when I was a little girl, I got a picture. When I was a little girl, I felt so beautiful in my hijab. I had a picture and I was just happy. I'm like, hey, I get to be Muslim like you guys. It's like, when you have children, they look up to the ones around you. So when you behave a certain way, children are gonna rub off and behave that way. And when that bond is broken because you're too busy trying to be a parent or too busy trying to be strict, it can be difficult to form a good relationship with that child. Fast forward in middle school, there was a point in my life when I was wearing the same outfit every day for like every day of the week. I had one outfit, I had a sweatshirt, and I would just wash it every weekend. It was like this velvet tracksuit. And I know people started to notice that I was wearing the same clothes, but I didn't have any clothes, and they wouldn't let me wear anything else. It was like, you have to look like this. And I felt so depressed. I felt so out of control. I didn't have control of my life. I didn't have control of myself. And when women don't have control, it makes them, and it's nobody for them, no outlet. Do you know you're setting them up for failure? Now, it's only up to Allah how their life ends up. But you being a part of this, you are creating this burden in a woman's life in high school. I remember my freshman year, that's when I began to, it's high school. I was seeking attention from my mother. I wanted my mom to love me so bad. I wanted her to love me so bad. When she declined me so many times without even knowing, I unintentionally began to seek the attention from people at school. And my father is like, I was neglected in my own home by the people that were supposed to love me first. So how could I be covering my body? How could I be respecting myself? I didn't even know how. High school, I started working my own job, and my mom tried to go through my phone one time. And it wasn't like I was doing nothing bad, but I was getting tired of her being strict on me. I ain't gonna lie, it was getting on my nerves because I'm not what you think I am. And if you sat for a moment and got to know me, you would know that. But instead, you're so judgmental. Instead, you're so far apart. Instead, you're so in your head. Instead, so much. She's like, oh, you got your own phone? All right, you pay your own phone bill then. I'm like, okay. I started buying my clothes, and I'm like, you can't say anything about my clothes because I bought them. And that was the only way I was able to get my own power, it felt like, and do what exactly I wanted. And I didn't know what I had wanted. I just wanted to feel loved, to feel that attention. It started, I remember it was a situation, I had wore leggings for the first time. Now this might be normal to anyone else. This is not normal to me. This is not normal to me growing up. When you think strict, I want you to think strict, you know. I wore leggings, and it wasn't to school, it was actually to gym class. I wore leggings and a sweatshirt. And this girl was like, "Oh, I like this, Lima." And that registered to me the wrong way. So if you do not give your children the correct love and support that they need, they will get it someplace else. And it won't be the right place. And I remember I was changing my outfits on the school bus. I remember that. It was weird and embarrassing for me to do it, but I would try to make sure nobody else saw it. Then when I would go like after school, if I had basketball practice, that was clutch. I had like 3 different outfits with me every day, every day. And growing up, when I got into starting to graduate high school, got in to I didn't go to college, but after high school, I was dressing wild. And at first, I didn't even wear the clothes. Like I would wear it out for like 2 seconds, and everything I would wear, I would feel uncomfortable in. But I knew it was acceptable to the community and the people around me, not acceptable to my family members, and that made me want to do it even more. They're like, "Oh, I don't like this. I don't like how it looks." Okay, so what? I do what I want. Like it's that kind of mood, and it's not like anyone is trying to teach me at all. I started understanding that I wasn't comfortable wearing this stuff everywhere. Cause I didn't want to wear, I didn't like wearing little clothes and like a little kid be behind me and like half my butt cheek is out. I felt very uncomfortable. I said, "Yeah, this is not right. This is not right. Something about this is not right." And I'm like, "Okay, I shouldn't be around these kids." And it's like I love kids. I want to be around kids, but at the same time, I'm young. I don't always want to be around kids. It was a battle. Then it became understanding like some places I don't want to wear this. I want to. It started being like I'll wear certain things depending on where I'm going, and I didn't want to ever dress based on where I'm going. I want to dress on based on who I am. Alhamdulillah. So I'll be going to I would take pictures in certain clothes, but I wouldn't actually wear them. I'd take pictures and model them. But that's not even I'm like that's not who I am. It got to a moment where I was modeling in ways that I'm like, that's not really me. And it's like I know that's not me, but I just look good. It just turned into that. Like I just look good. But it's stuck for a lot. It's stuck for a lot. I'd be going to show myself in ways that was disrespectful. And people began to ask me, like, if I had an OnlyFans, and I'm like, no, like, what? You think I would sell this? But I shouldn't have been showing it in the first place. It got to a point where I was putting in my bios, like, no OF. Like, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. You know. I began to be disrespected. I was disrespected so many times. I've been disrespected by my own family members according to where I wear. I've been disrespected by my mom. She would look at me certain ways. Like, even if it was not something immodest, it was just something that was not her flavor, her style. It was like, I'd get nasty looks. When I'd be around my aunt, I would change my clothes into something that was approving of her. But mind you, all this time, this is nothing that I like. I was not able to find myself until now. 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 Fast forward even more, I was in situations and I had to I wanted to learn about Islam, and I knew that I wanted to be a woman. I was ready to be a woman. I remember saying that, and I was like, I'm ready to be a woman. And a part of being a woman is respecting yourself. I knew the stuff that I was doing, but I was craving the attention. It's like, what do you want the attention for? You know what kind of attention it gives you. It's not the attention that you desire. And my father's passing helped me to realize you're never going to get the attention from your father. It's not going to happen, and it's not your fault or his, and it's not personal to you. And alhamdulillah, I've been able to gain peace with my father because he's been returned to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and I hope to meet him one day. Because when we meet each other in Jannah, there's not going to be everybody's not going to be beefing about stuff that happened on in the earth. Allah's going to remove all of that pain. I read that in the Quran. Alhamdulillah. Getting to be able to put on a hijab, I feel beautiful wearing it. I feel more beautiful wearing it than with it off. I feel awkward without it on. Like even around the house, like I'd be like, okay, I enjoy wearing my hijab. I do. And then when it comes to the niqab, I feel even more beautiful. I feel beautiful putting flowers and bows on my wear because it's not about my face that makes me beautiful. It's not about my body that makes me beautiful. And these things are very beautiful. So beautiful that they shine so bright and people have misused it. People have abused it. People have did horrible things with it. But I'm beautiful because of my heart. My heart shines, and my clothes don't define who I am within my heart. And nobody forced that. I taught myself it. So there's nobody telling me, Lima, put on a niqab every day. Because I can move this down as much as I want to breathe. But I put it on because I enjoy it. I feel most prettiest like this. You see a flower, that describes my creativity. Often I wanted to describe my creativity within my clothes, and I had different ways to style it. But they don't have to be sexual. They don't have to be revealing. I am beautiful looking like this. And it's because I didn't force myself to put it on. Allah guided me. Allah gave me the urge as I learned about the Quran. He helped me choose exactly what book to learn about the hijab. He helped me pick exactly which one and place certain thoughts in my mind that made me, you know what? I think I want to put it on. And my first day putting it on, I felt beautiful. And I wore it when I was working at Walmart. So it's people there. It's people looking around. It's people that's going to judge. But you know, I felt great. I felt beautiful. And people looked at me crazy, but it was never like I feel ugly. And alhamdulillah, I thank Allah for that. And I pray Allah continues to give me the strength to keep it on. But the thing is, it's not forced. So do not force a person to put on a hijab. You make dua. You inform them. You talk to them nice. You don't say little snickering comments because they might linger in their hearts and push them away. And if you make someone's life hard, Allah will make your life even harder. So don't steer someone away from the word of Allah. Don't steer someone away from Allah and His deen. Do not do that. If anything, encourage. And encouragement is not telling someone what they're doing wrong. That's not encouragement. Wallahi. Talk to a person. Get to know a person. Be their friend. Because I have people telling me I'm not going to be your friend. I'm going to tell you what to do. And that made me not want to do anything. That's not compassionate. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Compassion. Rahim stands from Rahmah. Mercy. Have mercy when you're speaking to a person. Speak to somebody like they're a child. I'm not about to talk to them like they're... Yeah, that's how you speak to people. That's called respect. And with that, you will be able to deliver the correct information. This is the way to do it. Do not force the hijab. Do not force any sister. You see a sister not covering? You talk to her and get to know her and understand her. And also know that there's a time. It takes time. Because as I'm learning, I began to enjoy wearing loose clothes. Allah was literally preparing my heart. Allah chose me. Allah was preparing my heart. I began to wear loose clothing and enjoy myself in loose clothing. I got other videos where I would do my hair real cute. I do my makeup, but I'm in bigger clothes. And I'm a grown woman. And I'm by myself. But I feel good this way. I feel comfortable. I feel like I look good. Like, my face card is... I ain't gotta wear nothing. Like, that's how I was feeling. So the confidence is building up. Allah's building my confidence. And I seen, when I was looking up hijabs and wearing them. And there was a video of Mufti Meek and there was a video of a woman. A woman was saying, it's fard, it's obligatory. So it does not matter. And that's not how you talk to people. Then you got Mufti Meek. He says, well, sometimes the sister can go from, she stopped wearing miniskirts. She stopped wearing pants. She stopped wearing looser clothing. She stopped wearing big this, big that. Then she started wearing her hijab. Then she started wearing her niqab. And I'm an example. I'm an example. So be patient with the person that you want to wear a hijab. Be patient with yourself if you want to wear the hijab. Because I didn't start off wearing kimars. I didn't start off wearing abayas. I'm wearing big, big clothes. Then I'm wearing my hijab with big, big clothes. Then I'm wearing the only dress that I have available. Then I'm getting kimars. Then I'm putting on the neck. Then I put on the cap. Take your time. I hope this video spoke exactly what it needed to for you. I want to start making my thumbnails one like this, civilized one. Yes. That's tough. That's tough. I hope to see you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum.